makeup. It's late. I don't really have an excuse, but it's late. Alright, so tonight we're doing Q&A. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out how to put my prices up. We'll just wait till people come in. Alright, so if you are coming in and you're a new person, or you're seeing this after the live, and you've never seen me before, let me just kind of introduce myself, explain what I do. So obviously I am a tarot reader. I am a psychic intuitive tarot reader on YouTube and other platforms. I'm clairaudient and clairvoyant, which means I hear and speak to spirit. I have two spirit guides named Jeremiah and Samantha. You will dominantly hear me only talking to Jeremiah. No big reason why. Alright, so let's see. Let's do like spirit come in and tell me what tonight's gonna look like. I'm gonna go ahead and ask my own questions. Alright. Ooh, those want to come out. It's just way too many. Okay, Spirit, I hear you. I got you. Hey! How's it going, guys? Hey, Connor. My eyes are so bad. I can't say your whole name. What up? Hey, everybody. Welcome. We're doing psychic tarot readings tonight, guys. So you want to get your questions in. I am doing this from my phone tonight, so I don't have access to the chat. So I need to post the prices, which could take me a minute. So if anybody's interested, I'll just go ahead and tell you. I will be doing some free pendulum readings for new people, new subscribers. I'm not going to be on that long to be able to, you know, get a bunch done, but I will pick a couple of people, and then this is paid readings. So I usually have a $10, $20, and a $30 choice, and instead tonight I'm just doing a special for a $15 reading. You're going to get a lot of detail from me. You could ask me pretty much anything. Relationships, love, work, career, finance. Alright, so while I figure out if one of my moderators is going to come in, if one of you have... what is this person saying? I don't know what this person's saying. So I'm going to remove that comment. Okay. It's going to freeze. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Connor, are you still here? If you are, I'll give you that free pendulum question. I'm gonna log on to my computer so that I could put where to email, or sorry, the email you guys need to pay with PayPal or Zelle or Venmo or Cash App. So let me see, I'm just gonna log on here. How's everybody doing? Alright, I'm just gonna log on here so that I can access the chat. For some reason, when I am going live on my cell phone, on my iPhone, it will not let me. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Okay, so all I have to do is go here, go to my channel, click the live. Okay, wait, what? Okay, join the live chat. Join the conversation to interact with the creator. What? I've never done this before. Here it is. Oh, I found it. Yay, I did it. There we go. Says I'm not connected to what? In case anybody doesn't know, when you use any sage, Palo Santo, make sure that you are doing circles and that it's always um, like a clock. Don't go clockwise, not counterclockwise. Just a tip. Me, I like to let it cleanse my rings that I have my gifts, all of my energy in. Clear myself. Palo Santo, like, it's the best smell ever. And hey guys. It really is. Like, I love white sage because it works if you're gonna be like saging like a room or your home or your entire body. But this is just good for any intentions that you're setting and just to clear the energy around you. So I like to do it around my head so that my mind can stay clear while I am reading people psychically. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go. Join me. I'm going to be picking a few people to do free pendulum readings. But anybody who wants a full reading, you should take it. It's normally $30. I'm doing a $15 question special. All you need is that email right there. You can send that to PayPal or Zelle. If you need my Venmo or my Cash App, I can put that in the chat. And anybody who is just wanting a one card or a pendulum, I will pick a few people to do that for free. So if you're interested, please come into the chat. Say hello. See, like, I was asking for a card for myself, and I get the Leo card, which I'm a Leo, and I got the Strength card. And the Strength card for me, I don't want to be all about my business, but it's about staying strong and not letting stress or emotions get to me. And that I'm a fighter. So if somebody here wants a yes or no free question, go ahead and post the question. thank you. That is the Lover's card with a twist, and it's French. It's, I forget how you say it. I can't pronounce it, but it's Lovers in skeleton. Yeah, I like that kind of thing. Did you want to get a free yes or no? Me too. And I'm always talking about them. When people come onto my channel, you don't want a question? Okay, honey. When people come onto my channel and talk about, like, what if I see, like, an ex coming back, I'm like, nope. Do not dig up old bodies. Let them lay where they may. Alright. I guess if I'm not getting anything in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to go over to TikTok. Yep, let them, there's a reason they stayed in the past. Did you stumble upon my channel, or? I was kind of interested in how, like, earlier it had like 30 people, and so I was just wondering, is it like TikTok, like you as the person on your phone, right? So that's a question for you. I would love to know, when you're looking, is it kind of like TikTok, like you're just kind of scrolling and you don't really know who you're landing on? Because I'm wondering if I need to be like this the whole time so that people know, oh, she's doing tarot readings. Or does it show the picture I put up for the video? I don't really use TikTok that much, but yeah, just scroll and find something interesting. Okay, so you aren't like putting in, you're not typing in tarot readings, astrology, zodiac readings. You're just kind of going through, kind of scrolling through and landing on something that you find interesting. Okay, that makes sense. You just find it. Okay, that's good to know. Randomly. Yeah, I needed to know that because there would be like 30 something people in here, and then boom, 7. And then boom, 2, 3. And I'm like, what is happening? It never used to be like that. I've been on here for almost 7 years, and it never used to be like that. It would just be like, you type in, I remember that I used to just look up, this is like 7, 8 years back actually. This is like early 2018. Yeah. And I didn't even know that people had channels and all of this. So I used to just Google, like, what is my zodiac reading, my love reading today? You know what I mean? I'm a Leo. But on accident, I didn't realize that I had typed it in on YouTube and not on Google. And I landed on Cancer Moon's Tarot, and I was like, whoa, there's a whole world out there that do what I do. So I need to make a channel. Every time I go on a live on Whatnot, I get like 20 people, then it just disappears. See? That's what I'm talking about. Same thing. Oh, wow, okay, so that's kind of funny that you said Whatnot, because I have never heard of that until last night. I was watching Dateline, and they had to subpoena, like, to get records from Google, Verizon, and whatnot. And I thought, what is that? So it's really funny that you happen to come in here and what is whatnot? Like, whatnot? Like any random thing you could think of type of channel? Hi, my love. Yay. Jeremiah told me just hold on. Real will be in here. Just hold on. Don't give up hope. I tried to sell some stuff, my Pokemon cards. Oh, wow. Oh, no, you're not under 18, are you? I make sure it says not made for kids. Not saying that because I know my kids are older and they do the Pokemon stuff, I think. Hey, Andrew, how's your day? Andrew, if you're watching, can I show you the cards that I got from Jeremiah? Okay. Okay, and then before we start, I have to tell you. Oh, can I tell you now? Hey, AK Georgina, welcome. This is one of my moderators. AK Georgina, we were talking and I was asking, like, why was there 32 people in my chat? And then it goes all the way down to like 3, 2, 1. So yeah, subscribe to me, AK Georgina, because even if you don't want to participate in any kind of readings, it's still a very fun channel to be watching and be included in. Okay, so I'm just I get like this. I get like this at the end of the month, you know. I get really, 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 like last month, I could have probably gone into like a mental health center. Like it was that bad. And so this month I'm trying not to allow the stress to creep up. But now I'm like, I have to. Okay? So look at this. I just asked Jeremiah, like I'm sitting here and nobody's coming in and nobody's responding to me and blah blah blah. And so I was like, should I just give up? Blah blah blah. And then he's like, so here's the cards. So it says, first it was, because I actually pulled this card out. So first it was this Leo card, the Strengths card, which is like, no, hold on. Just give it a minute. Hold on, Crystal. Don't make any sudden movements. Okay. Thank you. Any suggestions you have, I will take. Good question. Okay. So I got this one, and me being a Leo, like I knew that was for me from Jeremiah, just being like, calm down, because that's what this girl is doing to the lion. I am the lion. And she's like, no, chill out. I know that it's annoying to sit there and just kind of look at yourself and have nothing to talk about or talk about stuff when nobody's listening. So anyways, so then it gave me the 5 of Cups, which is like, I felt in my emotions, I started to let it get to me. Not that you weren't coming in, but that no one was coming in. And then it showed these 2 cards, the 7 of Pentacles to the 9 of Cups. So like look at her body language. Like, she looks like she is not happy, not satisfied. And that she's thinking about money and finances and hardships and can't get it out of her mind. And then it they threw these two out and they said Andrew. And I was like, what? And I'm like, I look at him, obviously, 2 of Cups to the star. Like, no. Like, somebody's coming in. Andrew, like, he's gonna come in and you're gonna feel better. And then the Justice, it ends with this. The Justice to the Page of Pentacles is like, yeah, you might not make the amount that you were hoping for, but you are going to make something, and then you need to kind of chill. You should be doing it just because you enjoy it without any expectations. Yeah, right, you're right. Until you perfect your social platforms. I know! I want to be able to, like, hire somebody to, like, edit and do all that crap. I've been making all kinds of videos. I'm trying to add different type of things. Okay, so let's do your question. Alright. You're right. It's just, like, it's not even that. Like, I could let go of that part. It's more like just sitting here feeling, like, kind of dumb. So it's like, do I fill the time by doing something, or do I just sit and be quiet and, like, wait? Sometimes I just don't know what to do. In the chat. Yeah, just don't do nothing. Okay. That's what, like, I used to see when people were online. They would just sit there and, like, do their own thing. I wish I could just sit and watch TV. Oh, I wonder if I could, since I'm doing it from the phone now, I wonder if I would be able to mute it. Just use ChatGPT to figure out what else to do and what others do to fill the void. Okay. Hello, Juanita. I'm doing great. How are you? Alright, yeah, so you guys, instead of a $10, $20, and a $30 option, we're doing just the in-depth for $15 instead of $20. It makes it easy for new people. And for those of you that are in here and you're just kind of watching and you want to see what I do, well, Real just paid for a question. So we're going to start that. Okay, we're going to start that. For some reason, even though I love this deck and I've been using it every day, they're telling me to use my go-to Crystal Visions. So, once again, I'm a psychic intuitive tarot reader, so that's a little bit different, but you're going to enjoy your reading. Okay, so, Jeremiah and Samantha, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you. And so, let's bring Lee in. Let's bring her forward, because this question is to her. So I'm not asking, I'm definitely not asking you, Spirit, unless I need to. If I feel like she's protecting and, like, not saying everything, then I will ask you to dig further. But we're just gonna basically ask her and see what comes out. So, once again, the question was... Hold on. Does Lee see me, Drew, because that's how she talks and refers to you. Lee, do you see Drew as being the one or your person? That was the question. Okay, yeah, Lee, this is your higher self I'm asking. So I really want to get through that throat chakra, honey, and I want to start to see your heart and what it's feeling towards him. Alright, let me just move my computer because it's on the ground. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock. We're going to do 10 minutes. We'll start at 57 after. It's 56 right now. Alright, here we go. Thank you, Jeremiah and Samantha. Let's get into this question for Real or for Andrew. And Lee, come forward. Well, once again, do you see Drew as the one or your person in love? Like, yes, you guys are dating. Let me see if I can move this a little bit down to see if you can see. No, you still can't. It's okay. Alright, here we go. When you think of Drew and your relationship with him and how it's on such a better, you kind of had to let each other go and set each other free so that you would realize what you lost. And I think that he was kind of forced to have to do so. And now, you guys reconnected, and that means that you really did care so much about him that you didn't just continue to walk away and never talk again. So now, like, as of today, would you describe Andrew or Drew as the one or your person when it comes to love, and what does that mean to you? There we go. What does that mean to you? Okay. Do you think of him as the one for you or your person? Yeah, and she goes, he was almost the one that got away. He was almost the one who got away. And she actually is coming in to say, I'm taking accountability for my part in this. Neither one of us were perfect, you know? Neither one of us um, really knew how to do a healthy relationship because we had both encountered some trauma or some heartaches and things like that. So you put two people in a room together that are attracted to each other, and then this is her speaking right now. So listen up, because she's here and she's strong and she's wanting to let you know these things that um this is running away from problems, running away from relationships when things get tough is something she was used to doing. And so that's why, like, when you guys connected, it wasn't about the intimacy. It was about, let's become best friends. Let's see if we really, 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 really like each other. To where we want to start dating, and you guys took, honestly, all the right steps. But she's saying, like, the pivotal moment was that I know I can be a brat, and listen, I say that about myself. I know I can be a brat, meaning I know that I pushed him a little bit to see where how far I could push him without actually leaving me. And, well, I must have pushed him too hard because he broke up with me. But now that we are where we are today, it's that, like, I almost missed my chance at love, at real love, healthy love. And he has shown me who he is time and time again. It never changes, it never wavers. He is who he says he is. And I love that about him. I trust him. We're trying to communicate effectively together. We're trying to learn each other if we're going to coexist in this earth together, but I definitely want it. He wants it. So when you ask me the question of is he the one and is he my person, she's telling me to pull cards now. I said, okay. Alright. So let's pull cards. Lee, what would you like to say next to Drew to answer his question? If you're ready, come and get it. Wait, what is that? If you're ready, come and get it. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Is that Taylor Swift? Okay, she likes when you baby her. Not all the time, but she's saying, I like to be babied. And you know what? That is not a weird statement. Even at my age, if I'm like to the point where you two are, and I feel like I'm in love, then I'm gonna be, my voice is gonna be different. I'm gonna be much softer, much more feminine, much more trustworthy of this guy. And I just want to be called baby. I want to be babied, and not too much, but she's like, he gives me just enough of that attention. Yeah, she told me that. No way. Okay. Well, she said today she never met someone like me after I asked her, how are you liking with how things are going now in person? You know what? I love that this is the growth. You asking her a question like that shows that you want to know how she feels. Every woman just wants to know that their man cares about what they think. And so that's why you guys falling in love while becoming best friends is like the creme de la creme, right? Like, I don't know how to say that. Creme de la whatever. It is just the icing on the top, cherry on the top. So obviously the answer is a yes. She's like, obviously the answer is a yes. Yes to both. He's the one, the 10 of cups, like, he completely makes me happy. And she goes, if he didn't know already, even if I'm not texting him, I'm thinking about him all the time. He's always in my mind. Okay? The 8 of Swords, she's saying that she used to be so set in her ways, and you have taken the time to help her not need to be in control at all times. Let you're gaining her trust for her to let you, handle shit, right? And trust you to do it. Instead of, aw, oh, you saw her today, I love it. So she no longer feels stuck, okay? With like her theories on relationships and, not wanting to be close and all of that, okay? So we've got 2 more minutes. I think overall, Drew is asking you this question as in, like, do you see me, like, being with you forever? I think that's what you're kind of leading to. Am I the one, and am I her person? Yeah. It's really, you know, because you could ask that and it could be like, yeah, right now, he's good for right now, but you're meaning, because I can feel it, you're meaning like, all right, all the work we've done, everything we've been through, like, are you 1000% sure that your person is me, that you're in love with me, that I'm your wish fulfillment, and that this is going to be a forever type of love? So let's get a couple cards to finish. We're at the 10-minute mark, but I want to get just a few cards for that. And she goes, I knew that. Like, face gently. Wait. She's learning to trust me, and I shove it on her face gently. Shove it? Like I told you so. Oh. How funny. That's so weird, because before I shuffled, this is a card I saw. Then when she goes shuffle it, this is a card that comes back. So, the Magician. Wow. Yeah, look. You being the Magician, you putting your time, effort into making this work. All of the ups, the downs, the time, the energy. She is saying she is no longer going to hold back on allowing you to pursue her as your forever girl. So yes. She feels very strongly about this, but it scares her. It still scares her. Sorry. Did you have any other questions? Okay, yay. I love this. Now we need to, like, Andrew, right now it's just me and you on here. If you think back, and I met you first, you and Rob, but, like, you were in that group of guys, right? Like, so to me, we met, first. I met him in the chat. I met you in the group. But I literally, like, Spirit saying, like, we need somebody in these almost 7 years to get married. We need, and you, oh my God, look back, because I don't know what you were dealing with, but I know that you had an ex, so I don't remember what was any of the details, but, like, look back to where you were so young, oh my God, and to where you are now, and, like, most 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds cannot get it right. Like, you're getting it right with her, and I can tell you that is definitely a main reason why she's not gonna risk losing you again, because there's not many men who would go through what you've gone through. Yeah, Jezebel was obsessed with her. Was that her name? Jezebel? wasn't even over her. I know because I remember that all of you wanted your girlfriends back. That was the main thing. All 30 guys wanted their exes back. But Mr. who I'm not going to name was like, oh yeah, do the 30-day. Don't be a beta, be an alpha, and, don't chase the girl. Oh my god, he even would tell them, what do you have to say? This is just hearsay. Allegedly, that's the right word. That, like, I remember one of the guys talking to me, saying, like, oh yeah, I met a new girl, and we had our first date, and it went great. And then I go, awesome. And he's like, I can't remember who it was, but he was like, yeah, and now it's been like 3 weeks, and she still hasn't reached out to me. And I'm like, are you the man? Do you have a ding dong? Are you the man? You're supposed to chase the woman, pursue the woman. You're telling me that you met a beautiful woman, that you had an amazing first date, and that you went ghost on her for 3 weeks, and you're wondering why she hasn't reached out to you? And I had to put these guys in, like, get them to go correct, because I'm like, that girl does not want you anymore. She's never gonna reach out to you. But I'm building, because he was taught, I'm building attraction. If she thinks that I'm too busy to call her for 3 weeks, that's gonna make her want me even more. No, it's not. Did you ever hear from her again? Highly doubt it. It was such a shit show. And it happened by accident through a friend. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was a bunch of BS. How do you think that's gonna build attraction? We already hear about the 3-day rule, which has been through my whole existence, and even the 3-day rule is stupid. The man pursues the woman, and that is that. Period. The woman will only know if you like her and how much you like her based on how consistent you are with her with communication. There's only like 2-3 YouTubers I agree with, which is like 30-75 days after you both call it quits. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't agree with you meet somebody brand new and you actually liked the girl, and then you think you still have a chance with her 3 weeks later. Well, what should I do? It's been 3 weeks. She doesn't want you anymore. There's been so many other offers, dude. She's already turned the corner with somebody else. Yes. Yes. My biggest thing is, and people will hate me for saying it, but I think that in the very beginning, before there's a label, before you guys become boyfriend and girlfriend, before you guys are at least just solo dating each other, right? Being exclusive at least, doesn't really matter what the label is. In the very beginning, the woman should not pay for anything. And maybe You could call me like somebody from back in the day, but I'm only gonna know if how much you like me by how much you reach out. It's not really even about the money either. It's more about, I would say my number one thing is, if you're reaching out to him first, like let's say me and you met last night online and we talked all night long through text, and then today's a new day, right? But we don't know each other, but we had a great time talking. If I reach out to you first today to be like, hey, how's your day going? Then I'll never know where you are with me. So my rule to women is let him be the first one to make contact with you each and every day in the beginning. So if he reaches out and is like, good morning, beautiful, how's your day? Then you can text as much as you want, whenever you want. That doesn't matter, but you will only know how he feels if he keeps making the consistent first communication of each day. I'm telling you. Okay, your second question, my love. I'm so sorry. Let me go see it. Did you send it to me? Thank you for listening to my chatter. All I really have is me and Jeremiah and a TV. I think my roommate is probably like, she's crazy. She's always talking out loud to herself. Alright, let me check. I read it. Okay, are you here? I'm gonna start. Thank you so much for your payment. I appreciate you. LOL, she just texted me saying, hola. I love that. I love that. Well, because where you guys are at, you guys can text each other. You're not trying to figure out where this person's mind is at. You know what I mean? So she could text you, you could text her. It's all good now. You know what I mean? Just in those very beginning stages. You don't want to be the random girl on his list. You want to be the Saturday night girl. And I did make a video of it, and we'll be posting it tonight. Alright, so, does she have the hots for you more now than she did before? Okay, we're starting at 20 after. We will end at 30 after. Okay, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come back into this reading for real for Andrew. And keep Lee here. Lee, Drew wants to know, do you have the hots for him more now than before? Do you have more hots for him now or prior to getting back together? Okay, here we go. Alright, tell me how you feel. I was gonna say, like, because your question the other night, I felt like we could have gotten more information. So if I have extra time in this 10 minutes, I'm going to kind of go there. Because this will be kind of a quick answer, 5 minutes. And then I want to go back into the other question you had the other night where you said, is it going to be the best we've ever had? I don't think I answered that part. I was like, yes, but I kind of want to directly think of that. And so Spirit's going to be showing me not what I need to, like, not stuff that I don't want to see. But Spirit will tell me, you know, the satisfaction and that kind of thing. Alright? But I do think as I'm shuffling this to get the answer to this question, yeah, I know that I told you that, like, it's all about discovery, right? It's all about getting to discover each other's every inch of their body, and what they like and what they dislike. And I think you guys, if you haven't had the talk yet about, like, and I think I said it the other night, that just, going into it, maybe already have had the conversation about, if during any time you are wanting me to do something, or vice versa, let's be very vulnerable with each other and speak our minds. It's the only way you're gonna be 100% satisfied, and as each other's partners, you're gonna want to do what the other one feels good. All right, so let's pull the cards now. What is the answer? Is Lee going to is Lee going to wait, does she have the hots for you more now than before? Do you have the hots? Do you have the hots for Drew more now than before? Definitely more now. She goes, I want to see him be dominant. Like, just by looking at her, you would think, like, okay, she's gonna be the dominant one, but what will actually turn her on is by you not asking questions and just going for it, doing whatever. But yes, does she feel, it's almost like she didn't allow herself to, like, to really go there, um, before, because she was always protecting herself, and she was pushing that away and pushing those feelings away. I don't feel, I could be completely wrong, but it doesn't feel like she even does that to herself often. I could be completely wrong, but um yeah, so before, it definitely shows, like, this is you know how does she feel from before to now. Yeah, exactly. She was kind of only giving you a little bit of a look into what really turns her on and what turns her on about you. So she's like, so now that, like, we got back together, she's like, all of a sudden I'm starting to, like, think about what it would be like. Whereas before, I was able to compartmentalize it, put it outside of my brain, and not really get the super juicy feelings. But now she's starting to envision what it's going to be like, envision what you're going to like. I don't know if you guys have talked about that, or if that is something you guys are both kind of not addressing at the moment. Alright, what else? So, I want to go into... So the answer is yes. Now, way more, because she feels like if... Wait, she did tell me she's very submissive. Okay, that's why she wants you to be the dominant. Yes. Are you behind? Are you behind? Are you behind? No? Okay. Because I said that like earlier, so I was thinking maybe you were behind a few minutes. Okay, so yeah, by looking at her, you would think she'd be the dominant one, but she's not. She wants to be the submissive one. So she needs you, a Cancer, right? You're a Cancer, you're emotional. She wants the romance, but she really wants some really good, you know what? And um it will make her very excited um because she needs what I said the other night, a good guy with an edge. So if you have edge, let that be where your edge is, right? By satisfying, putting in the time, trying different things. Wow. So yeah, so this is her. I'm not the one blushing right now. I'm not the one smiling and feeling like my cheeks are hurting. This is her. She's finally saying this out loud from her higher self to you. And it's making her like kind of hot and heavy. So she's like the old, she kind of calls it like the old us and the new us. She's like the old Drew would have been like the kind of guy that you see that goes, "May I kiss you?" Don't ask me, just do it. So I'm not saying that is what you were doing. It was just, you know, an example of like she kind of feels like before you were just not as, she wasn't as excited. And now she's like, all right, when's this gonna happen? Um, so we have 2 minutes. I want to answer that part. I pretty much did. Will it be, so Spirit, it 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 doesn't matter whatever the answer is, whether it's yes, no, don't give us the answer that Andrew wants to hear. Answer completely truthful. And the question was, I'm going to ask 3 questions. We have 1 minute. Jeremiah, will Drew and Andrew and Lee, after they have their first time together, will they feel that it was the best they ever had? Okay, so that's a yes. And then I'm going to ask 2 other ways. After the first time, and maybe, I'm hearing maybe, I think it's you, your higher self. That's like, if we're going to get a motel or an Airbnb, it's not just going to happen once that night. Like, we're going to go at it. We're both young, we're vibrant, we're free, we can sleep when we get home. Like, this is gonna be an overnight, like, taking breaks, having a lot of fun, take a break, having a lot of fun, take a break, watching the freaking sun go down, turn to night, and then watch the sun rise, and we never went to sleep. That's what I'm feeling coming from you. And so the other 2 questions really quickly is, after the first night, will Andrew feel that was the best he had ever had? Yes. So now let's see what Lee says. You might be behind unless you're just watching. Will Lee, after the first night, feel that Drew's the best she ever had. Yay! So yes, 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 and yes. Okay, that's the end. So I'm gonna ask you to put, you're just watching. Okay, good. That was the end. I like that. I just wanted, yes, I got a yes last time, but I wanted to know, will it be the best you've ever had? And then individually, and you both are gonna say yes, which is just gonna make you, I don't know, I think that, have you told her you're in love with her, falling in love with her? You've already told her something, it feels like. When you're ready, come and get it. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot what I just asked you. Hold on. Several times. I can't even remember 2 seconds ago what question I asked you. Oh my god, how funny. My cognitive memory decline. Several times. What was several times? You just asked if I told her. Oh, yeah, back quickly from my car crash. I lose short-term memory. Okay. You just asked if I told her if I was in love with her several times recently. Okay. Good. Good, 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 good. Because I was saying that, like, that night, if you hadn't said it, or if she hadn't said it and caught up, that you would both be waking up, or in the moment and everything, you will both express how much you're in love with each other, and from that day forward, it's gonna be, I love you, like, I'm in love with you. Does she say it back, or does she try to say it in a, she has never said it? Okay, so that must be why they are saying that it's gonna be reciprocated, it's gonna be said that night or that next morning. Think of it like she just says, I know how I feel. So she feels. Got it. She just says, I know how I feel. She feels. Yeah. So when you're like, I'm in love with you, I'm falling in love with you, I'm in love with you, I love you, the variety of that, she doesn't necessarily say it back, but she'll say, I know how I feel, and that's what that's what matters right now. But I do feel that once you guys become one, that it's gonna be easy for her to say it to you. She basically tells me now how she feels, but would never directly tell me. Right. She still feels like, she's not gonna turn into a different person overnight. Like, she still is gonna keep things to the chest, whereas you are, you let it on your sleeve. So, she's still gonna have to, do it at her own time. But she does feel it. She does mean it. She did tell me she does feel every word I say. There you go. She's just scared to actually, like, she doesn't want to say it again if it's not somebody she's gonna be with forever. So she's doing exactly what I'm gonna be doing after being single all these years and choosing not to date or even talk or text or anything somebody, there's no way that I'm gonna be like throwing those words around, right? So she feels them. She feels the exact same way, and eventually, I think she'll express them when you're alone together, and when when you finally include, being body to body, it's like the chemistry and everything, and like she'll feel so enamored and safe and excited, and she'll end up saying it. Okay, I'm gonna get off. It's 9:36. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you so much. Body, mind, soul together. Yes. It's like absolutely. You've already got the mind and the soul. We just have to add the body together, and then she'll say something. Because one thing is true. She's saying, like, if one thing is true, I only speak, I only speak my reality. Once I say something, it becomes real. So that's why I'm still not saying it, but I am feeling it. So there's not a disconnect between us. And the fact that he is allowing me to go slowly, even though it's been a significant hell of a ride and a long time, that is just making her even more know that she is in love with you. But it's scary. See, every girl will say that. She just said, but it's scary. It's scary because once you tell somebody, I'm in love with you, that person, we feel that person has control over us in some sort of way. And that makes us uneasy. So it's, for a woman, it's got to be just when it just naturally happens. Alright, good night. Thank you for getting on so late. I really appreciate you. And hopefully you guys can, get there soon. Go on a little mini 1 or 2 nighter. What do you call it? Like a local, a vacay, stay, a vacation stay. I forget what they call it. Like stay locally, but like act like you're on vacation. Bye.